We back. Sports and Stuff Radio, man. Live from the basement, man, on a Sunday. Got my folks with me. To my right, I got my guy, Noblo Joe, a.k.a. Tim from D.C.
You know what's happening.
On my left, I got my player partner out of town. Back home for the weekend, man. Miami Will.
What's up? Live in effect. Back home for the day. Headed back to Magic City tonight. What's good for everybody?
Okay. The real CP3 should be here in a little bit. We'll get to him in a minute. But quick shout out to Lude Travel.
For sure.
Support your black business. Miami Will, Lude Travel. Yeah.
Another big shout out to Rico Nash. I know she one of these young rappers out here, but my nephew DJing with her. They on tour right now, 28-day tour. East Coast to West Coast. They're going to China in September. So big shout out. Be safe, have a good time.
Oh, what they leave today?
Now they did Richmond on Friday. They did the Nova yesterday in Norfolk. Yeah, now they back up Baltimore tonight.
Yeah, because I seen a flyer that they was going to be in the area. I don't know Younger, but I know they are one of them local rappers, Rico Nasty.
Yeah.
So shout out to the young rappers from the DMV area trying to get on, man. We got talent here.
For sure.
Mm-hmm. All types.
Mm-hmm.
For sure.
Mm-hmm. Sports and Stuff Radio, man. We talk about sports, everything else in between, and it's uncensored, and uncensored. I'm your host, B. Lewis, Cool B, because it ain't that serious. And, man, we're going to sit here and talk about a few things. First thing, off the top, DMV, man, shout out to Kevin Durant, hometown hero, two-time NBA champion. But most recently, he's made some news kind of in a bad way. Him and C.J. McCullough from the Portland Trailblazers recently went back and forth on social media about Durant's decision to leave Golden State. And it was a war of words. And, Kevin Durant has always been involved in these social media beefs with, the most random people in the world. And one of the questions I heard the other day on Sports and one of those shows was saying, like, does KD just need to give up? Is he sensitive, or does he need to give up the social media because?
Oh, he's sensitive.
Hey, both.
Because I don't think it's gonna hurt his brand, but it's definitely, people definitely are going, look at him in a whole nother light. I already called him soft just for doing the Golden State thing, but now it's like, it's like a double whammy with the social media and how he goes back and forth with these, the most aimless characters, 17-year-old kids, you know what I mean? Calling them out for doing certain things, and he just feels that he needs to answer back. And what y'all think?
Remember, he had the fake account. We forget about
the burner.
That. Yeah, he had the burner.
Right.
The burner Twitter account.
And who knows if he doesn't have more?
Yeah, exactly. So, man, I think you hit it right on the butt, man. Leave social media alone and stop being so sensitive, man. When you in that spotlight and when you one of the top dogs, they gonna come at you. You know what I'm saying? I forget what I forget who said. Oh, Kanye said, if they ain't talking about me, I'll be worried. You know what I'm saying? So that means you doing your thing. You one of the top players in the league. You top 2 or 3. So, somebody going to come at you all the time. They go at LeBron. They go at him. And that's just the way it is. And that's in all sports, all entertainment. President, whoever. You on the top, they going to come at your head. And you just got to remember that. My thing is, you too old for that now. You ain't 21 no more, man. You what, 26, 27? Right. So you should have learned by now how the public, how the media, they build you up to take you down. That ain't nothing new, man. So again, you like y'all said, man, stop being so damn sensitive and get off Twitter, man.
Yeah.
I mean, do he had to get off? And I don't know. I mean, he need to stop responding to everybody who come through and say something. Hey, they say, don't look at your mentions. See, well, I'm not that famous, so I don't even know about mentions. For real, nobody ever mentions or added me on anything. For real. But I mean, this is two different people here. We seeing, man. When KD was in OKC, he was chilling. Mama, you the real MVP. You know what I'm saying? Mama sitting courtside. He was just a good boy. You know what I'm saying? He was the good guy. You know? He goes to Golden State, wins a couple. And then he's a madman. He getting a tech every day. You know what I'm saying? He's about to be on his Rasheed Wallace. You know what I'm saying? Getting texts, cussing refs out, calling them. They say calling them BANs. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I mean, what's that about, man? For real, yeah. It got to be a point in your life, man. You just got to be happy with the decisions that you made and deal with them.
He tried to fight Boogie this year. Or fake like he was going to fight Boogie.
I saw that when they signed him. They showed that on ESPN that he fake. Yeah, I don't know. And dog, as skinny as you are though, I mean, he could have that wiry strength because I mean, you could be skinny and still be like, strong.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like Kevin Garnett wasn't really a big dude. Yeah. I mean, he wasn't frail like him, but I'm sure Kevin Garnett was a pretty strong guy.
Right,
you know what I'm saying? Even though he was thin.
And they always say your chin can't lift weights.
Yeah, you ain't wrong about that. Yeah.
You know, Suge Knight got knocked out. I mean, as an example. You know what I mean?
Yeah, big boy could. You could get sit down. You know what I'm
saying?
saying?
Joker. So I ain't gonna sleep on him on that. But KD, I mean, he's definitely grown up since he's becoming. How long he been in the NBA? Like 9-10 years.
That sounds about right.
Yeah, he came to 18. One
yeah,
year,
so
one year in Texas.
He's used to the lifestyle. He's accustomed to it. But now it seems like he's more grown. He's more he's just more aggressive off the court when it comes to speaking. He used to be kind of quiet, but now, I guess he feeling himself. He's more independent. It doesn't seem like his mom is around as often as she used to be.
I don't even see her.
Yeah, I don't even see his mom. I see his mom at the National Harbor sometimes.
Oh, okay.
Around here. No disrespect to his mom, but facts.
But Slim, that's how it should have been. You know what your mama sitting courtside for, man? They say, man, they up in the box.
Right.
That's what they do, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You got Mom Duke sitting courtside for what, man? I don't get it. You know?
Where she got to hear people talking about him every 5 minutes, screaming on him and stuff like that.
But again, man, I don't see what good can come from social media. Like you spending your time looking at people's comments and then you comment on like, what's the purpose? I mean, we all from a different generation. You know what I'm saying? We didn't grow up with social media.
Yeah,
we didn't grow up with none of that. You know what I'm saying? That's a whole different generation. And I just don't understand it. Like, you gonna let somebody random that you never know, you don't know, never met the person, gonna let them talk shit to you. It could be a fake account. It could be a Russian hacker. You know what I'm saying? It could be a bot account. You don't know who it is. And you gonna let them talk shit about you and then you respond. It's mind-boggling, man, these youngins out here these days. I gotta remind my nephews, man, like, people gonna come at your head. That's just what they do. They bored. They try to get under your skin, trying to get you to respond so you get their followers up.
Clout chasing.
Yeah, when KD.
I was about to say they trying to get your spot.
Clout chasing.
You know what I'm saying? Definitely want to look.
Definitely clout chasers.
Yeah, so until he understands that, I mean, you're just gonna continue to find yourself in these situations, and then that's a new topic. The next day on Sports Center is KD running his mouth again. So, like I said, man, we just from a different generation, man. We ain't go through that and don't go through that now. So,
yeah, it won't go through that.
Yeah. Hey, but Will, I know you say why you gonna respond. People will say some pretty hurtful stuff to you, though. I'm sure.
I get it.
I'm sure they'll say some pretty hurtful stuff to make it, hard for you to
that's what
not
people
respond.
do, though, Tim.
Yeah, they do. I know.
Do that on purpose to have you respond.
All that, man. You could do something to them, sue, get some money, or just get famous. Man, allegedly, the 17-year-old reached out to Shannon Sharp. You know what I'm saying? Now he hollering at the youngin. He say youngin is trying to get into this line of business. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So he hollered at KD. He said he hit him up. Look at KD hollered at me. Right. Soft. That's what he called him. You know what I'm saying? He can't take it. So, I'm going to try to elaborate a little bit on what I was saying. You got man, deal with the decisions you made. He made the choice to go to Golden State, team up with them. The move was soft.
For sure.
What you mean? You was up 3-1 on these niggas. I mean, these guys. You know what I'm saying? You know? And you sold out. For real. When it gets real, man, he kind of, you know what I'm saying, cowers over in the corner, man. Like, Westbrook was the one who had heart that's ready to go. You know what I'm saying? He not, you know, and it worked out like that. That's how it happened.
KD ain't got the heart.
I'm saying at times, I ain't gonna, because he done
He's
showed out,
Finals
especially
MVP two times in a row.
But a lot of games, you know, he take games off.
Who doesn't though?
Who doesn't?
I say everybody take game off here and there.
He
He should never went to Golden State. You already hit it.
Yeah,
on the
that's the point I'm
You
getting.
don't
at.
go to a team that you up 3-1 on. They already won a chip. You know, they 60, 70 win team. You don't do that. You know, and you one of the best 3 players. You supposed to beat them. You know what I'm saying? Again,
Well,
from a different era, man.
yeah, true. But the question is, would he have won with Westbrook?
I'm
Never.
not saying he
would've
could
never
have stayed with
won. Never
OKC.
won
He
with
could have
Westbrook.
came home.
Yeah, he could have.
You know what I'm saying? He could have went to Boston before it was
Yeah.
Boston, Philly before it was Philly. He could have went to another team. He didn't have to go to again a team with a chip that they was up 3-1 on. You know, he said if I can't beat him, I go join him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So it is a soft move, and that's gonna go down in history forever.
Yeah.
And he can't, he can't do nothing about that. B, you got to look like you would have did that same move.
Well, who knows, man? Because we work in a different line of, you know what I'm saying, of work and a good
Come on, Tim.
organization over there.
Come on, Tim.
You know,
Come
I
on,
mean,
Tim. You can't tell me you did that. If you would have went to a good organization, you'd have went to San Antonio. They got the best organization in basketball. Am I right?
Do they?
I mean, they went to the playoffs and won 50 games. How many years in a row?
I got
Golden
you.
State just started this.
Look at the
Let's
type
remember.
of dudes on that team. Them dudes, man, they don't seem like they have a whole lot of fun down there. In San Antonio,
Yeah, I mean,
what's going on down there?
So
bro,
we talking about
I'm not put it like this. I agree with you, Will. I agree. Like the only thing I disagree that he did that was just whack. He just ain't tell Westbrook.
They say he ain't tell nobody. Canada
Well, at
said
least
he ain't holler at nobody.
if you gonna do it, at least just tell Westbrook. Anything after that is business. Fuck it. No, you don't.
I agree with that. Yeah.
Anything else after
you gotta
that?
tell your man.
Because
This
I'm
your man.
Because just tell Westbrook. But I'm saying that I'm sure Golden State had this type of pitch. It probably went like this. Hey man, look.
We just beat your
Hey
ass.
man, nah,
I
not
think
at
they
all.
was
It
pitching
like
to him
this.
during the series.
It was like
For sure.
this. It was like this, man. Look, we you know how many we gonna win if you come with us? Just come on. Fuck that shit. That's probably how it went. He was like,
pretty sure.
man.
That sound
And
right.
he should have been like, you know what? Fuck y'all. I'm trying to beat y'all. Y'all beat me. Y'all came back and beat me. I got y'all next
New
year.
niggas,
We coming
dog.
right back.
New
That's
niggas,
how you supposed to
dog.
do it.
He's new niggas, dog.
I said different generation.
He's new
That's,
niggas.
you see, everybody wants to team up. That's the thing now.
Yeah.
Everybody, let's team up. But
you
hey,
know.
being that he joined Golden State, I'm getting the thought that, man, he might not stay loyal to them.
He might go back to OKC.
Nah, I don't see him going
I
back
heard
to
I heard somebody say
He
that.
might go
I
back.
don't see
I
that.
even got him going to OKC or coming
bro.
here.
Coming here?
Yeah. Coming here would ruin his life, but he might come here.
No. Oh, you don't think he would go team up with LeBron out LA?
Man, don't even say that.
Yeah, they said.
Don't even
they
say that.
say
Don't
the
even say
report
that. No
is
blow,
when
Joe.
LeBron reached out to him.
No blow,
He didn't
Joe.
say no. I won't. He was. I won't this year. This time around now. I'm gonna go ahead
I
and
don't
see.
even-
Yeah, that's what
Can't
they
do
say.
that.
I heard him and LeBron was in LA together, but
They was just at the club.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
but
all on
I
TMZ.
don't-
They was just at the club together.
real?
Yeah.
that I don't even want to speak.
Now, let's
that.
not forget
He
LeBron
said not this time.
started the
He
Super
want to
Team.
see what it look
Let's not
like
forget
first.
Exactly.
He said what?
I mean, he want to see what that LA team look like first. What you mean? Clay up for what? Free agency next year maybe?
Yeah, and Green.
And Green. Somebody leaving. Somebody want that max. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean,
And they might be out here trying. Somebody gonna give it to them. They throwing money around the NBA like, yeah.
Draymond already said he ain't taking no pay cut. He said, nah, you ain't got no team
There
pay
you
cut.
go.
He already said so.
well, KD's one of the ones that seem like he's willing to take a pay cut just to win.
Oh, he's already taking
Yeah,
pay cuts.
he's taking one every year. So we'll see about Golden State. But as far as KD goes, I mean, KD, man, if you ever hear this, man, just get off social media, man. I know
B,
it's
back to you, B. It sounded like you would have did KD's move. though. you still didn't get over that. Well, you stopped smiling when
I said, this is what I said. This is what I said. I said, only thing I don't agree with is that he didn't tell Westbrook.
Oh, so you would have made the move.
I didn't say that.
You would have told Westbrook you made the move.
Why are you trying
I'm
to?
just asking.
This is how the media works, dog. You trying to
You ain't giving
twist
us
my words
you ain't
up
giving
right
us a
now?
yes or no.
Huh?
You ain't giving us a yes or no.
I wouldn't have did that.
Okay.
I wouldn't have did that.
Just making
I
sure.
wouldn't have did. That's like us five running up the court. We playing some ball somewhere. Some other dudes come in there and beat us, right?
Then you go join.
And then they
them.
like, hey, you trying to come run with us? Nah, I can't do that. I'm not gonna do that. Would you?
Nah, I already said.
All right, okay,
That's a
all right,
separate
okay.
move.
All right,
Yeah,
all right,
not the
all
Golden
right,
State.
All right, Hogness Hall, baby.
Stop and pop.
We stop and pop. We yeah.
Get it
So
in. Strap B all day.
look, that's a whole nother show.
You want to know
We
positive.
gonna have you gonna have our own show one day. Why? We gonna just talk about that. But yeah, Sports and Stuff Radio, man. CP3 just walked in the building. Chris Pearson, the real CP3. So we gonna take a quick spell, man. Get right back at y'all. I got Miami Will in the building. I got Noblo Joe in the building. My sound guy, shout out to him, my man Antonio. We gonna be right back, man. Sports and Stuff. We back, Sports and Stuff Radio, man. To my right, man, I got my guy in the building, CP3, Chris Pearson, the real CP3.
What's up? What's up? What's
Fresh
going
off
on?
that Beltway ride.
Hey.
What's up, man?
Sorry, I'm a little late, but we here, so time to get it
In
on.
this motherfucker. I got my other man with me. To my left, fresh out of town. Y'all know him. Miami Will. What's up, man?
Live in effect. Headed back to Magic City tonight under the bright lights.
That's Magic City. Orlando is not Orlando. Miami is Magic
Miami's
City.
Magic City, bro.
I didn't know that.
Yeah,
I
man.
never knew it was called
See,
that.
He been there long enough now.
He's a
He
local.
got a
He's a
nickname,
local.
You know what I'm saying?
He's a local.
Know all the nicknames.
Right, you know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, we call that the Q.
Right, that's how.
All
What
right,
you mean? You ain't know?
Yeah, the stadium nickname and everything. Shout out to my man Noblo Joe in the building, man. He in the back chilling. My man sound guy Antonio doing his thing. Shout out to Lude Travel. You know, everybody out there on a Sunday, man. We live in the basement. Let's get right to it though. Tom Brady, man. Here we go again. There's always some news about Tom Brady and LeBron, probably the two most talked about athletes ever. Not ever, but in a while. But anyway, he was asked a question the other day about Julian Edelman and his suspension being linked to him and his trainer. And instead of answering the question, he pretty much brushed it off and cut the interview short. And again, it's just another example of why people hate the Patriots. Because
they're cheaters.
I mean that's basically what it is. I mean, they're always implicated or assumed to be doing something that's against the rules, against the laws of the NFL. So, Brady, Edelman, they was good friends, right? They was real close when he was on the team, right?
Those folks, you know it.
Yeah. What y'all think about it, man? What y'all think? Again, the Patriots are back in some shit. So what you think, Chris?
Well, I think they've been cheated since day one. We can go all the way back to the Tuck rule if you really want to get into it. You know what I'm saying? I mean, their whole history has been based around Spygate, Deflategate, now Edelman Gate. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's always something going on with them. I mean, they've won 5 rings in this whole time. We know Brady, Belichick, all of that, but it's always some controversy surrounding like their best years, one way or another. And now you're going into another one. Now we got this. So, I mean, like I said, they always been cheaters to me, man. And this is just another case of it, man.
Is the NFL doing investigation on this or anything? I haven't heard anything about no type of investigations. But
No.
Okay.
They gonna sweep this one under the rug, man. Hope everybody forget about it. You know how they do.
What I don't understand is, how everybody screams Brady is the greatest quarterback of all time and involved in, like my man Chris just pointed out, numerous scandals. Each of their Super Bowl winning years, it was a scandal involved. And, you know, a lot of people label Brady either 1 or 2, but right by Montana. But, you know, here we go again. You know, so and this is a story that's not going to die down. It's something that's going, because it's a 4-game suspension this year.
Mm-hmm.
So this is a story obviously going to be in the news at least the first 4 weeks of the season. Brady's going to continue have that question asked of him, and you know, I like to see an investigation, but you know, we all saying ain't nothing come from these investigations. Ain't no suspension. They ain't take away the chip like they do in college. So I mean, what does it all matter anyway? So.
Right.
Yeah. At this point, you know, it's water under the bridge, like you said. So, you know, what can you say right now about the Patriots? I mean, Brady, I say this, Brady, he will go down as the greatest quarterback of all time. I know people don't want to hear that, but
Yeah, I don't want to hear it.
I mean, that's what's gonna happen.
I know. I just still don't want to hear it.
The boy got 5. I mean, put it like this. What stamped it for me when I just left him alone was the one they won versus Atlanta. When he came back from, what was it, 21 down or whatever it was, but when they won that one, that's when I was like, all right, I'll leave him alone, man. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you know,
That's
that was an honest win.
But was that the Patriots winning or the Falcons losing?
I was about to say, I don't want to be that.
The Patriots won,
hate,
though. They won.
Man,
They won. They came back and won.
So no matter what happens, as long as they win, they're in there, basically, right? No matter, as long as they win, they're in there.
I'm
So
not
the
gonna
Tuck
lie,
rule, the
see,
Flakegate,
no,
Spygate, none of that matters, huh?
No,
They
no.
won the
I
chip,
said
so
the
that's
Super
all.
Bowl. I said that.
These
Super
these
Bowl.
were Super Bowls.
That,
Those all Super Bowls.
but when I said that, I meant that Super Bowl. That was the one for me. I was like, all right, he won that one.
So he won that one fair and square. The
That's
other
what I
ones
mean.
he cheated. So that makes him the
I
greatest.
mean, no.
So 1 out of 5 Super Bowls, he wins it the correct way. Now he's the greatest. What you
Correct
saying?
way. I mean, from your perspective.
I'm asking you. He cheated on 4 of them. He won one the right way. So he's the
The
greatest.
facts are he
Atlanta
got 5.
choked,
No,
man.
look,
They
the facts.
choked, man.
The facts are on the paper. He got 5 chips. Those are facts. Like, right? Numbers don't lie.
I mean, you could say that. You could also say
I mean, we all-
Shanahan blew that too, throwing the ball.
I mean, yeah,
Full
because
quarter.
that was up
They
there with the Pete Carroll call.
right?
You
They
know,
choked.
that was up there with that. Like how you lose, you up 21 points, you lose in the Super Bowl.
Yeah, that can't happen, man.
Yeah, so
I
fuck
mean,
the
they
Patriots.
they had some help winning that jump. Atlanta gave them a whole lot of help in winning that. Brady ain't winning it without Matt Ryan loafing. The coaches not running the ball. You know what I'm saying? They're not winning without that. Just like they're not winning that other jump without the Malcolm Butler intercept. Like Brady gets
without
off.
Pete Carroll
as
making
great
the
as
right
he
call.
played- Well, yeah, exactly.
Without Pete Carroll just handing the ball off.
Right, exactly. Like there's so many other factors in these wins. You know what I'm saying? Like, but I mean, you're right though. At the end of the day, they're just gonna remember he has 5. Point blank.
Does he have an
period.
asterisk next to
Unfortunately.
his name though?
He should. I mean,
You should. I mean, you should. But I mean, again, he's a white quarterback. You know what I'm saying? Like, think about his career compared to Mike Vick. You know what I mean? Totally different.
man.
The only thing I say about Brady is that this man was a six round pick. You know, nothing was expected of him. He only got in the game because the quarterback went down, and he just took off from there. So that I will give him credit for, because basically you saying I'm 6th round pick, but I'm working my craft and become, you know, quote unquote one of the greatest quarterbacks. So I give him credit for that. But as an organization, you know, and some journalists will say, oh, you know, the Patriots do whatever it takes. And they say that, you know, the Spygate, the Flakegate, all of those were things where they pushed the limit of what they could do without it being called cheating, and therefore everything all good. Where my thing is, you know, it's supposed to be fair competition. You know what I'm saying? The ball, everybody's football is supposed to be, you know, at a certain whatever. And then, you know, the whole thing with the Spygate, looking at people's practices the day before the Super Bowl. you know, to me, it ain't necessarily pushing the limit. It's actually calling it for what it is. It's cheating. So they don't get no pass. If you gonna give them the chips and say they stand, you gotta put that asterisk next to them and write 2 paragraphs and say what the hell happened on their way to the Super Bowl.
Okay.
Again, Brian he basically saying he would have cheated
Why
too.
you saying my real name? Why you saying my real name on here?
No Joe Blow said he would
B. Lewis.
B. Lewis basically said
Because it's never that serious. Man. You know what it is? Nah,
Hey, can I set this next topic up though, fellas? Because I think I need to set this one up as a Redskin fan. B, can I add this one? So for all the Dallas Cowboys fans, we definitely gonna post this one right after the show. It is Sunday, July 28th, 2018. And this is for my Cowboys fans out there, especially those in the DC region. This week, in breaking news, if you did not see it, both Stephen Jones and Papa Jones, they look like Donald Trump and Eric Trump this week. First, Papa Jones said, if basically about his players as it comes through this anthem controversy. He said he expects players to have their toe on the line. Then his son, Stephen Jones, the one that wipes his glasses during the game. He said, "Oh, y'all don't remember? Y'all don't remember?
I remember.
You don't remember Pops handing them the glasses and said, wipe them for me and get them back? That guy. Yeah, that guy. He basically said, players should stand if they want to be a Dallas Cowboy. Then he said, we certainly are supportive of them when they have their personal issues or their personal things that they want to pursue. I didn't know growing up as a black man getting killed by the police was a personal issue. I thought that was a human issue. But anyway, then he said, and we'll help them pursue them on Tuesdays. So I guess Sunday, Monday, we could get killed. Don't worry about us. Fuck us. But on Tuesday through Saturday, he going to help us out.
You belong to us. Yeah.
And then he said, but when you're wearing a Dallas Cowboy uniform and a Dallas Cowboy helmet and you're working for the Dallas Cowboys, you check the I and the me at the door and you're part of a team. That's end quote.
Okay.
So just wanted to bring that up. Just wanted to hear, there's plenty of Dallas Cowboy fans out there. We actually have one here with us this morning. Just want to hear everybody, how y'all feel about that. I have my own views, but I'll kick it off to y'all first. You gonna let the Cowboy get his take on it first?
Actually, I was gonna take a break, but we can keep it going. I mean, Cowboys racist. I mean, NFL is racist. So, are you surprised? I'm not surprised. I mean, Jerry Jones, man, he's busy. He's a businessman first, and all he sees is green. So,
how would you feel if you were a player on the Dallas Cowboys?
I wouldn't want to play for them.
So what would you do if you on a contract for them going?
I don't know. That's the tricky part. That's the tricky part. Did I just get here, or am I a 10-year vet?
You could break down even scenario however you want to do it. If you were a 10-year vet, what would you do? If you was a rookie, what would you do?
I don't know. I really can't say, honestly. I don't know. What would you do? You would just say fucking and leave? I'm asking you.
Oh, you asking me?
Yeah. Would you just say fucking and leave, or would you just? I mean,
the hard part is that they putting these players in positions where this their livelihood. Everybody want to talk about they millionaires. Well, everybody on the team ain't millionaires. That's first of all. But you do have some that make quite a bit of money. But that's their livelihood, and you putting them in an awkward position where they are speaking out for their communities, when they go back home and where they got family and relatives and friends right now. So you putting them in that awkward position. So you definitely got to step out on a limb. We see, they blackballed obviously 2 players already in Kaepernick and Reed. It depends on what you stand for. I think like you said, you don't know what you going to do to you in that position. But I would like to think, if I was in that position, I'd take a knee and say, fuck it. Whatever consequences come to me, they going to come, But this is America's team,
Quote, unquote.
Right.
Quote, unquote.
That's part of it, though.
I mean, Yeah,
Them being called America's team is part of this whole toe on the line shit.
And the day and the times that we are in, America's trying their best to come back.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? So,
right.
It just tells you what it is out here.
Right.
You know what I mean? On the real, it just tells you, the situations that we in, and the voice that we have. We got a voice out here, so,
Yeah.
Fuck the Cowboys.
Yeah, I mean,
and I'm a Redskin fan,
of course.
So I'm double fuck the Cowboys.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? What y'all gonna do this year?
Well, I mean, I'm gonna be honest. If you ain't heard, Cowboys is rebuilding. They rebuilding, man. I'm being honest with you. That if you want to know what they gonna do, I don't know. We gotta see what Dak is gonna do, because I don't know what Young is gonna do. To be honest with you, like I'm not sold just yet. But as you can tell, obviously for the fans out there, the listeners, yes, I am a Cowboys fan. But it's hard to say that on a day like today when you hear, the quotes that Miami Will just read for the people. On the last podcast, I talked about how I would like to think that I would take a knee as well. So it's even harder for me, to be like, that's my squad, where you hear like how they going, because basically what Jerry would think about me if I was a player on that team. He's basically saying, I don't give a fuck about you, your folks, like what y'all on, none of that.
Dan Gilbert type shit.
Yeah, right. Like most of these on that.
Like
that's
most
the
of
thing.
the owners. Like
I
most
mean,
of the
I don't.
owners.
I know I'm getting on Jerry just like we all are, and they deserve it. But I don't want to. I know y'all agree. We not letting the other owners.
Nah, for sure. Hell no.
Because we all know
they just put
the
into
majority.
the forefront.
Exactly, the majority. I ain't gonna say every one of them.
Because I think the Jets owner,
right?
He was
it's
the one that said, he said, I paid my players.
Yeah, it's a couple of them that came out and banged that. I don't remember who the other one was.
I know Miami Dolphins were the first ones to come out publicly and say, you got to kneel on our team.
Yeah, right. I mean, Jerry said that last year, though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like, but I mean, ever since they made the changes, the so-called changes to the
Miami
policy,
out,
they were the first ones kind of jump it out there and say, man, you got to take a knee, or whatever. So, like they all at some point I don't know. Every team is different.
This is the one thing I did think about though, because you know what I'm saying, like most of the players. Like it's a really new squad. That's why I said they rebuilding. But I'm like, damn, if you Ezekiel Elliott, like you somebody who like what they gonna cut? They gonna cut Ezekiel Elliott?
Yeah, you the face of the franchise.
Like if he
almost.
are they really gonna cut? Like come on, man. Like would he do that? But he's not gonna do that.
Nah,
he already said he ain't gonna do that. You know what I'm saying? And he already caught a case already. You know what I'm saying? He probably like, I'm
already on thin ice.
Right? I need to lay low anyway.
With the man.
Yeah, and Jerry Jones also
and he ain't do that. Let's establish he ain't do that. He got railroaded, man. He ain't do that, man. I just want to put that out there. We all know the police. Nothing happened. This was Roger Goodell just wanting to punish a man for something that he didn't do. That's what happened. So let's just get that straight.
Domestic violence charge with no domestic violence.
With no charges. A charge with no charges, because he never was even charged with being arrested.
Ray
for
Rice
the
joint. Ever since the Ray Rice thing happened, man, it's just been one thing after another with that.
Yeah.
They real tight on it now.
So last point before we close this session out. So what do y'all, just in general, how do y'all think it's all gonna go down this year? September, first game in September, just all NFL team, not just the Cowboys. How do y'all just see this season gonna turn out in terms of the anthem? Players staying in the locker room versus coming out. Some of them going hard, not even going hard, but taking the knee. How y'all think it's gonna play? Y'all see much of that going on this year? You see, we already know Trump going to stay on this issue the whole year.
I think it's gonna be a topic for the entire year, because it's gonna be dudes out here that's gonna kneel. It's gonna be plenty of them on every team. It's gonna be a few on every team, I think, that's gonna kneel.
The Cowboys. They already said they ain't kneeling.
No.
They already came out and said. I hate to say it, because you know what I'm saying. I'm being honest though. Yes, they already came. I was young. I had to read about this shit. It hurt. Yes, all of these. I've done read the quote Dak. Zeke, the Bama, DeMarcus Lawrence, talking about, yeah, that's them. You know what I'm saying? Banging that. You know what I'm saying? Like all of them, they standing, man. They're
Okay.
standing.
Well,
Got their toe on the line.
toe on the line. Toe on the line.
On the line.
Might as well
man.
put their head underwater, man.
Jerry Jones said toe on the line if you a Cowboy. So
Yeah, man. Yeah.
I think it's gonna be an ongoing situation.
It will be.
For probably for the whole year, because I already heard a dude from the Titans that was like, "Nah, I'm gonna just take the fine. I'm kneeling every time." I forgot. Yeah, I forgot his name.
Yeah, Youngin. Yeah,
it's quoted in here, but
defensive man.
yeah, he was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna just take the fine."
Yeah,
Like,
he said,
I'm
yeah.
gonna kneel. So you gonna have. Hopefully, that's a snowball. It has a snowball effect. The more dudes take that approach, instead of worrying about the pockets. If you got it already,
That's
then
why,
you just
yeah,
kneel.
that's the thing.
That's
Right.
my point, man.
Right.
If you can survive already, you got millions of dollars already, man. Just kneel.
And I want to see some white boys kneel.
That
You know
too.
what I'm
That
saying?
too.
It's,
That
it's
too.
a human issue.
That
it ain't,
too. That
yeah,
too.
obviously, it's happening to black. It's all this shit that's going down is happening to black people, but it's a human issue. So if you know, it shouldn't just be. You shouldn't just have your brothers.
It shouldn't be
taking
all
a
black
knee.
people kneeling.
Yeah, and them being fined and being trashed in the media and trashed by Trump. You should also do it. You know what I'm saying? You out there. It's a blood sport. So everybody in this together. So let's see everybody. Take a stand and do what's right, man.
Yeah,
sure.
don't hold your breath on that one, though.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
Unfortunately. But
Yeah, man. Well, we ain't at the Rocket Ball. We in the basement this time, so it's it's different, but it's the same. You know what I mean? Miami Will, man, thanks for coming, man. Gotta get you on here way more often, man. This only was like the third, fourth show live, so we gonna see y'all Wednesday again at the Rocket Bar, 5:36. Around 5:30 or 6. We gonna start. We gonna end at 8. Shout out to Luday Travel once again. Shout out to everybody out there, DMV, Miami.